Welcome to episode 8 of Inner Mastery, where we teach you the secrets within you so that life can start to build you up rather than break you down. In this video, I'm talking about nervous system regulation. Now, this really has to do with your soul's journey in this life. So your soul, in order to access the higher dimensions, your intuition, to connect back in with the truth of who you are, you have to master the inner world. You have to bring inner balance, inner harmony, and that starts and ends with the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. When those two things are in flow and they are in balance, you are connected in. And so in this episode, I'm really diving into a place for you to audit yourself, look at your own habits, characteristics. There's about 14, 15 things I've listed out so you can see, okay, maybe there's some indicator lights flashing. Maybe there's some things going on in my life where I'm actually dysregulated, where my sympathetic nervous system is taking over and is dominating and it's getting me out of balance. And that is cutting you off from your true potential, from your higher self. So I'm also going to share with you a way to very quickly reset your nervous system, balance out the sympathetic and parasympathetic so that you can restore access your intuition, and live a life of balance and inner peace. Now, if you've not already, please give this podcast a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening to it. If you're watching on YouTube, I ask that you please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment so we can connect and build this community, and always share this with someone that you think would find value. I'll see you on the other side. Danielle Matthews here, your Inner Mastery teacher, and today I want to help you understand what I mean by nervous system dysregulation. There's a lot of talk about this, a lot of buzz about it, so I want to kind of set the stage for what it means, why it's a problem for your system, how it might be showing up in ways in your day-to-day life that you can now find it and reset yourself. So at the end of this, I'm going to give you a very simple technique that within a matter of minutes will reset your nervous system and literally balance out the sympathetic and parasympathetic system. So, before we dive into things, a little refresher. Your sympathetic nervous system is the fight or flight response. So, this is the one which kicks into gear when you need to address a threat or deal with a stressor, all right? Your anxiety usually goes up. Your stress level goes up because you're dealing with something that typically is going to either hurt you, kill you, right? In the past, it's the proverbial tiger we always talk about that's either going to eat you or you're going to get away from it. And so our bodies are meant to kind of handle these stressors like 90 seconds, and these things are usually gone. The parasympathetic nervous system is your rest, digest, restore response. So that energy then can go into the body and restore the system, keep you healthy, keep you well. And I think about it like our life force is like a jar of money. We have so much that we can spend. And when our sympathetic nervous system is kicked on, we are spending a lot of money and being alert, being aroused, helping our body handle the threat that's in front of us. It means that there's not so much money left to allow the system to restore, to allow the system to digest our food, to do the things that keep us healthy. And so you can see where if we chronically get out of balance, where we are hyper aroused, we're in a stress state more frequently, we're starting to burn up this life force energy, and all of a sudden, there is just nothing really left to keep us healthy. This is why the CDC says that, 80%, how to put those back, 80% of chronic disease is due to stress. And this is what happens. There's literally just not enough energy for your parasympathetic nervous system to be able to go in and carry out the healing from within, to restore the body, to get you back into balance, to digest your food. So I want to show you some little indicators that you can look at right here, right now to see if, hey, maybe my system is a little out of balance. So just tick these off as I go through them. Does this sound like you? Right now, are your shoulders tense? Do you have some tension in your body there or in your neck? Are you someone that likes to shake their leg? Maybe not intentionally, but unintentionally. Your leg just shakes while you're sitting still or while you're watching TV. Do you bite your lip or your cheek? Do you get easily overwhelmed? Do you tend to dump your emotions out onto other people? Maybe the driver that cut you off or your family and loved ones when you get home. Do you furrow your brow? Are you somebody that tends to move jobs a lot or always needs a new project to work on or perhaps always has to have a vacation planned? Do you find yourself restless if you're not busy? Right? You get on that vacation and all of a sudden you can't even calm down. You're just absolutely restless when there's nothing to do. Do you have trouble sleeping Or when you wake up, are you exhausted? Do you have extra belly fat? Do you grab your phone when you're watching TV or watching a movie? Do you still just grab for that phone and start scrolling? Do you find yourself getting irritated or frustrated at the little things in life? Do you get tired around 2, 3 in the afternoon? And do you have a hard time concentrating? These are all little indicators that your system might be hyper aroused, that you are actually in a chronic stress response, that your body is thinking it needs to flee or it needs to fight. All right, tension in the body comes from chronic stress. If you are shaking or biting your not your thumbs, but well, perhaps you're chewing your nails. That is another one. But biting your lip or cheek was what I had mentioned before, right? This can mean that you are under chronic stress, that your system is stressed out. If your emotions are not regulated, you have volatility. A lot of times that's due to chronic stress, to the nervous system being dysregulated, right? That sympathetic response being kicked in. Now, if you are constantly needing stimulation, again, this is another symptom of being hyper aroused, not being able to just let go, to just relax. A lot of times this is due to this sort of stimulation of the sympathetic nervous system. All right, your circadian rhythm might be impacted. Cortisol levels might be up. That can lead to the cortisol belly, right? That extra belly fat that you see. These are all characteristics, different behaviors that might be present, when you're not able to just relax. And eventually, guys, a chronic system that is in this sort of state will lead to dis-ease. It will lead to disease in your body. And this is something I want you to avoid. So looking at this and just going, okay, maybe some of these things are ringing a bell, I'm raising my hand, and this is something that I'm dealing with in my life. So what do you do? Well, to me, it's number one, you got to first just bring the light of awareness to, oh, maybe I need to balance all the doing in my life with some being, right? We think about everything in life. It's polarity, dark and light, day and night. And we have our heart, it beats, right? Tension and relaxation. If our heart is chronically tense, what's going to happen? We're going to have a heart attack. If it is chronically relaxed, what's going to happen? We're going to die, right? It's the balance of the two, the tension and relaxation, that allows for the cycle of life. It's the breath in and the breath out. This is what we need to do. The parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system both need to be in balance, in harmony with the other. That is what we're going for. That is what we're seeking to do, is to find that balance. And so in order to find that balance, one thing that can do that very quickly is the breath. The breath allows us to focus our life force energy into one spot and to allow that to just reset. A lot of times we burn energy in our mind, right, with these mental stressors, especially in these modern times. And we want to free that energy up to go back into our body to carry out the healing. So alternate nostril breathing is a fabulous type of breath to do to reset the system. It literally balances the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. So what does this look like? You can use your fingers if you want to, and you can plug with your thumb and your ring finger, alternate nostrils. I actually just visualize it. I find that visualizing really helps me to focus in my energy, to focus in my life force, to bring my attention fully to my breath and not be distracted by anything else. So let me show you how to do it. If you're able to right now, just close your eyes. If you're driving, please don't. But close your eyes, and I want you to just bring attention to your breath. And just feel the breath flowing through your nostrils. And now I want you to concentrate on the right side. And again, you can just visualize this, inhaling through the right and exhaling through the right, doing this for a few breaths. Feeling the warmth of the breath as it passes through the right nostril. And now switch the attention to the left side, inhaling and exhaling through the left nostril. Full attention on the breath, feeling the coolness of the breath as it moves through the left side. And now we're going to begin alternate nostril breathing. So on your next inhale, breathe in through the right. And when prompted by the body, start to exhale through the left. And then inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. Continuing at your own pace, inhaling right, exhaling left, inhaling left, and exhaling right. Continuing in this way. Feeling the relaxing impact of the parasympathetic nervous system as it's activated. Balancing out that masculine and feminine energy within us. The doing and the being. Now just drop the visualization and just feel the breath flowing naturally through both nostrils. And you can feel just in those couple of minutes how quickly the system calms. When we are able to focus in on the breath, it automatically brings the parasympathetic nervous system into activation. So it puts us into this rest, digest, restore state and allows us to start balancing out, right? All of that doing with a little bit of being. You know, they say in ancient Eastern philosophy, in the yogic tradition, when your Ida and Pingala energy, this is the masculine and the feminine energies, the doer and the beer, right? Pingala is that masculine doer, sun energy. And the Ida is the feminine, the receptive, the being, the moon energy. They say when those energies within you, because we all have both of them, when those energies within you are balanced, this is when you can really start to access the source, the divine, the quantum field, infinite intelligence. This is where you can start to access your intuition. When your system, this physical body, is kind of going haywire and we're out of balance and the nervous system is dysregulated, you are not able to access that. And this journey of our soul to have this inner awareness, this inner transformation, this inner balance, it all starts by balancing the nervous system. This is what's been talked about for thousands of years, and this is what I want you to have access to. So if you have questions, if you want support with this, reach out. I'm right here. You can always email me at discoverintention@gmail.com. It's me behind the scenes. If you have any comments, you can put it here on the YouTube video. It's a great platform too. If you're listening on a podcasting platform, just reach out to me via email. I look forward to connecting with all of you, and I can't wait to hear how this particular technique, this alternate nostril breathing, very simple, very easy to do, how you feel the impact in your own body. All right, until next time, I appreciate all of you, and I'm grateful for you being part of this community.